Hi everyone, this is Disney 65 here, and today I'm going to do a movie review of a film that I saw about a month or 2 months ago, and completely forgot about doing this review. It is, of course, Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarves. Now, Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarves is loosely based on Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, except there's like a twist in it. Now, before I get into this movie, I remember I saw the trailer for this like about 2 years ago, I remember, and it looked really, really bizarre. Basically, the plot of the movie is about this girl who is overweight, who puts on these magical red shoes, and she transforms into this slimmer version of herself. And that caused a lot of uproar, people saying, oh, this shouldn't be done, blah, 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 because it sent a wrong message to young people, and I was like, huh? But I'll get to that in a while. But anyway, back to the review. So basically, the actual story begins with these princes who were transformed into little dwarves. One of them is Merlin, voiced by Sam Clafin, the guy from Me Before You. And we find out that there's this girl called Snow White, voiced by Chloe Grace Mortez, the girl from Kick-Ass, and she has a stepmom, voiced by, I know who voiced her again. I forget who voices the queen in this movie. She's like a rip-off of Gothel, by the way. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that part of this reminds me of Tangled? The girl in her slim form, when she puts on the red shoes, is like Rapunzel in Tangled, and she had the brown hair. And yeah, of course, like I said, she finds this red apple which transforms into red shoes. She puts on red shoes, Snow White, and like I said, she transforms into a slimmer version of herself. Of course, she meets these little dwarves that are actually princes, like I said, and one of them, Merlin, falls in love with Red Shoes. That's what her name is when she's in her slim form. And she has to kind of wonder, like, will Merlin accept her for her actual appearance than her slim appearance, and will she love him in his prince form and not his dwarf form? So what do I actually think about this movie? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this movie. The animation's really nice. The story may offend overweight people. Now, I'm not being biased or anything like, but I think it was a clever idea, because we never had a movie where we have an overweight person who doesn't like the way she looks. And you know, the society that's here today, like for us women, you have to be a certain way, you have to look a certain way, and you know, it's not right for us as women, because you know, every girl is different. Some girls are attractive, more girls are unattractive, some girls are plain Janes like myself. But yeah, I thought it was a very good message, because like I said, that's what the story is. So it's kind of like Shallow Hal. Do you know that movie with Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow, where Gwyneth Paltrow's character was an overweight person, and Jack Black saw her as this slimmer version, and she was kind of offended by it. But then, like, in the end of the movie, when he actually sees her actual appearance, he actually loved her and didn't care after that. He did flip out alright when he found out that she was overweight, but you know, he kind of, you know, he liked her for what she was. Like, you know, it's personality that counts, not being overweight. But yeah, I remember, like, but yeah, overall, I thought it was actually a very nice movie. And it's different, like I said, it's different to other kids' movies, because other kids' movies, you've got the princess, and she's always slim. Like, she's like a stick, basically. I mean, every bit, like, the Disney princesses, for example, every one of them has these big puppy dog eyes, and they're so slim, and they're like, have this like massive hair, and you're like, so basically these movies are telling us that you have to be slim in order to find love. What the? Whereas in this movie, Red Shoes, like, it kind of tells the children, like, look, Doesn't matter if you're slim, if you're overweight, like I said earlier on, but you have to love someone for who they are, and that's what that movie is trying to come across as. Um, yeah, I thought it was actually a very fun movie. If you haven't seen the movie, do check it out. It's a very underrated film. Copies of it are very hard to find. I don't think there's even in the cinemas. No, it wasn't even in the cinemas where I'm from in Ireland. It wasn't in the cinemas at all. Maybe it was in the States, but it wasn't here in Ireland and the UK. But luckily enough, I have the movie in my USB stick, so yeah, I thought it was very, very. Also, the voice acting was good as well. Sam Clafin, who knew that guy could do animated films? Because like when I first heard his voice, like the very minute I heard Merlin's voice, I was like, that guy is very familiar to me. Then I found out it was Sam Claflin from Me Before You. I was like, oh my god, Will Traynor in a cartoon movie? Huh? But like I said, if I had to pick a nitpick of this movie, it has to be the fact that it kind of tries to be like Tangled meets Shadow Hal. So if you love Tangled and Shadow Hal, think of those two movies without Flynn Rider or Maximus or Pascal, add Snow White's story, and twist it up with the whole plus size scenario, and you get this movie. But yeah. So yeah, my advice is don't watch the teaser trailer for this movie because that's what the movie isn't about. It looks, because that was kind of like it kind of looked, it is the same as that teaser, but if you watch the teaser, you'll probably get offended, but for me, I thought it was good, so, yeah, that's my rating. I would give this movie, I'd give this movie a 3 out of 5. I thought it was good, but yeah, that's me. I love animated movies anyway, so, yeah, that's my review of Red Shoes and Seven Dwarves. Let me know in the comments down below, have you seen the movie, what you think of it, and until next time, take care and stay safe with COVID-19.